Right, like everyone else, we have been glued to the Winter Olympics over in Italy. Not me. Haven't seen a thing. Well, with the games in full swing, Deric's decided it's better late than never to strap on the skis and hit the slopes. I'm loving it. Anyway, I want to know...
I'm so tired because I'm up watching the Winter Olympics every night.
Will we see Deric fall or not? I'm going for a yes. Deric, take it away.
Tommy, stop that. You don't want to see me fall. We're all glued to the Winter Olympics. It's absolutely fantastic. Of course, we have Team Ireland over in Cortina and just north of Milan at the moment. John and Cormac are with us. Conor, good morning to you both. How are you, John?
Good morning. Good morning. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
Kiltiernan.
It's great to be down here. Now, first up, John, tell us a little bit about the club itself. How long are you here?
Well, the club is here for the last 50 years. Originally, it started in a place called Knockgrabo down in Milltown, so that direction. And we moved up here 10 years later. So about 74, we moved to Kiltiernan. And we have run a very successful club here for the last 50 years.
Yeah, now how many have you got down here, John?
Members, about 400 members.
Yeah, 400.
We have.
You've got how many slopes here then?
We've got 3 slopes. We're standing on the new slope, which has been fundated by Dunleary Ratdown and other people. And we've got some new lighting here as well. But the club is a very successful club. We have in the background, you'll see our race team, junior racers, and it's a great facility, all run by volunteers, I might add.
Yeah, and I meant to ask you that because the volunteers play a huge role down here at the Ski Club of Ireland, don't they?
We would not be able to run without the volunteers. They're just so much of an essential ingredient to the whole running of the club, and they are fantastic. And, you know, we've produced an Olympian athlete from this club.
Yeah, which is great. You mentioned you got a recent big investment. Tell us about that.
We did, yeah. We've got 2 investments. We've got an investment for the lighting, and we've also got an investment for the slope here. So we're standing on this slope. It's probably hard to see it from the camera,
no,
but
which is brand new.
It's a brand new slope, and we are just so happy to be here.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Which is fantastic. Conor, we're going to chat to you now. Good morning to you. How are you?
Very good, very good. A little bit wet, Deric, a little bit wet, like everybody.
You're skiing since you were a young fella, but in fact, this is the home of our Irish Olympian Cormac Comerford, and these are the slopes on which he started.
Yeah, absolutely. Cormac started as a young guy I'm sure he was 5 or 6 when he started. He went through the minis program here in the ski club. It's about 20 years ago since I coached him, very briefly. I can't take a whole lot of credit for his big success.
Well, you were his coach for a little while.
Yeah, I coached him for a year or 2 in minis, yeah. But he was very anxious to get into the senior squad and to move on and improve. So he sort of kept that ambition all through his career anyway. So
yeah, obviously Team Ireland over in Cortina at the moment, they're faring pretty well. They're doing okay.
Yeah, some good results. It seems to be good all round. I think Cormac has had a really good run because he's done all 4 disciplines, which is a monumental effort. It's within sort of 9 or 10 days, so the physical toll on that is pretty high. But to do downhill, Super G, giant slalom and slalom in the one go is fantastic. So it's a great.
There was 90 competitors in that. It was in the alpine ski, and he's in the top tier, like the top third of it.
Yeah, he finished 31st yesterday in the slalom, so it was a really tough day in the slalom course because it was dumping snow in the first run. So a lot of the top, number of the top sort of 10 guys came out. The course is very tricky, but Cormac managed it. He had a little bit of a mistake on the first run, but got through to the second run and finished incredibly well. You know, 31st is phenomenal. I
mean, we have 4 team members representing Ireland. How proud of you are? How proud of them are you down here?
Oh, it's amazing. The whole achievement is fantastic, but especially for Cormac, who's coming from the dry slope. Some of the others have had, I suppose they've come from more alpine nations, obviously with Irish heritage. But to come from the dry slope, it's a big learning curve to move on to snow and to be competitive on snow, and that's what Cormac has achieved over the last 20 years.
And of course, Italy doing pretty well. Norway top of the leaderboard at the moment.
Yeah, those damn Norwegians, they always get to the top of the leaderboard. You know, they've got so many skilled athletes across the board in all sports.
Yeah, I mean, Conor, we've got the kids here behind us all morning. We had shots on air. I mean, this is where it starts on these slopes here in Dublin.
Yeah, absolutely. We get an awful lot of people who are planning a ski holiday, their first ever ski holiday. Lots of people come up here for lessons to get used to the whole process, to get used to the boots and the equipment and the skis, get a feel for it, get it used to the lifts and so on. So it's a really popular place to come and learn your first steps before your holiday. But equally, we can take people all the way up to really high levels, as you can see with the kids in the background there. This is some of the race squad and some of the mini squad are skiing around behind us. And also, obviously, we've got people to the Olympics, including Cormac, which is quite phenomenal.
Producing Olympic champions, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Which
is great.
We've had a couple.
John, before we let you go, what's the main thing to skiing? Okay, give me some top tips before I go down the slope.
Well, the first thing, you have to relax, which is almost nearly a contradiction.
Now, you know I've been a boarder for years, but I haven't skied at all.
Yeah, I know, you're on the dark side, and we've got you over to the skiing now. We've convinced you that the skiing is where it's at.
So do I keep a bit of a bend in the knees?
Bit of a bend in the knees, pressure forward on the shin, and just nice and relaxed, and hands out front with your poles. So just while we're doing the first bit, if you keep your skis in a wedge shape, and we'll try and do some turns.
Okay, do you want to give me the pole there? You give me a pole, I'll give you the mic. So you
give
hold
me
that
the
there,
mic,
hold on that. Are you going to do a bit of a running commentary? Have we got a bit of music back at base? I think we do. Okay, so Tommy, we're this is my first time skiing. Are we ready?
Okay, just keep that wedge shape now. Keep that wedge shape. Okay, nice. A little bit of pressure on the front of the skis. So he's doing really well here. We have some races. Keep turning. That's it. They are very nice turns. Lovely turns. Well done. Yes, now. So another Olympic champion on the way here, I think. Absolutely. Fantastic. Well done, Deric. Well done. So, will we hand you over to Tommy and
Hi, yes, well
hand
done.
it over to us, that's fine.
Brilliant television presenting, snow ploughing like a king. So he was.
That was very good.
No fall either. Fair play to you, Deric.
And for everybody else, you just got to listen to the iconic Ski Sunday music.
Oh,
So that's always
If
good.
that doesn't put you in the mood for the Winter Olympics, Alan, nothing will.
Yeah, still won't be watching.
Okay, still to come, we'll be catching up with Jason Byrne.
Yeah, we're also looking at slingback heels on the runway. There you go. We've something for everyone on this
we've
show.
got some science experiments to get the creative juices flowing, which is exactly what we all need.
I didn't think I was going to be saying that today. Slingbacks on the catwalk.
See you in a few minutes.
See you shortly.